U.S. existing home sales fall for 6 straight months. Prices remain elevated. Guys, article after article coming out, it's pointing out that the bubble is popping. Now, right here it says prices remain elevated. They're absolutely right. When we jump into the Redfin weekly housing market data, we do see that right here, blue line is 2019, red is 2020, orange is 2021, and black is 2022. So yeah, the prices are incredibly high still because we just came off of a bubble, we still have inflation, and we have not seen the market moves, the market really contract, for us to see the prices come down right now, we're going to have to see supply just explode, and we're not seeing supply explode. There's many reasons why. Basically, inflation is keeping everything high, and I know that's kind of hard to understand, but check this out. Okay, right now we know that the land is high. The price of land is high compared to 2019. So when we talk about new home builders, well, guess what? They're not going to buy the land, for this price. Why? Because it's not just the land, but it's also the price of materials to build the home, right? They are also very, very expensive right now. And also the wages, employee wages are up. Remember, we had the Great Resignation. Everybody quit their job, right? And not quit their job. They were almost forced to quit their job because of coronavirus. And then basically people were at home getting that COVID relief money and the unemployment money. And they're like, man, my job really sucks. They hardly pay me anything. I don't want to go back to work. And then when everything started opening up back up, which I think is super funny, that these companies were like, hey, Joe and Mary, come on, let's go back to work. Joe and Mary were like, no, screw you. Not for that wage. You're going to have to pay me more. Well, that ended up creating a whole mess of problems. Why? Because for employees to bring people back in, they had to raise their wages. They had to create better incentives. And now it's creating their products that they produce more expensive. But when you think about manufacturers that are making, taking raw product and, the fact that the raw product that's coming to their warehouse is costing more for the raw product, for everything, in all the way to the store where you buy the product, everybody's getting paid a little bit more, and it's keeping inflation up. But the problem is that everything is also becoming more expensive. So it's just basically sucking our money out of our bank accounts. What ends up happening is inflation is always a little bit more than the wages. So as much as you want to make more, the more you make, the more inflation will go up basically. So right now it's that kind of situation. So that's essentially why the prices are not coming down. What my prediction is this. My prediction is we're going to go into a holiday season, okay? And it's going to be slow sales. Why? Because everything's more expensive. The people don't have that much money to go around, right? And remember, credit cards and interest rates are going up. Everything is going up, right? And the cost of borrowing is going up. So now people are not just paying more for milk, they're paying more for the credit card to buy the milk or whatever, right? The interest rates. So we're gonna go into a slow, holiday season, and come January, February, where we know statistically that the housing market always slows down during the winter months because people don't like to move during the winter. They want to move during the summer for many, many reasons, right? First of all, in part of the country, it's really cold. And another issue is, if you have kids in school and you got to move to another school district, it just opens up a whole can of worms, right? So people tend to like to move in the summer. So we're going into a slow winter already, because housing is slowing. Then we might have a slow holiday season, economic season. Those companies are going to report their sales in January and February. If those sales are slow, that could cause the market to crash, right? Remember, in the last 2 years, the housing bubble, very different than 08, okay? In 08, the banks were giving money to basically everybody, right? Anybody that wanted a loan, they could get a loan. You could just show up to the bank and they were basically had the money ready for you to borrow. Now, it's different. What happened now was we still have the families that want to buy a house, but also corporations jumped into the market, okay? And rich people. Why would they want to jump into the market in the last 2 years? Because they saw inflation coming. They felt it. They knew it was coming. So they wanted to put their money and their assets into the housing market. Because one thing we know for sure is that housing is a great hedge against inflation, because when the value of the money, the dollar, loses its value due to inflation, your house remains valuable because it's a house. It's a stick in the mud, basically. So you could see it in other economies around the world. Usually the people with the properties end up faring the best during high inflation, even hyperinflation scenarios. So anyways, a lot of corporations, a lot of people, rich people, put their money in housing. So they were competing against the single family people, and the single families, they could not compete against them, right? I mean, you had corporations basically like Zillow putting on offers, like basically a computer putting in an offer without even seeing a house, and it makes it really hard to compete. Now, if the stock market crashes, come January, February, March, the Zillow stocks and some of these other stocks, they start dropping fast. What do you think that's gonna do, right? What do you think that's gonna do? They're gonna want to limit their losses because they want to protect their stock price. So they might start unloading that inventory. When they start unloading that inventory, guys, we are going to see these sales plummet right down to these 2019 levels, or even below, depending how hard the economy takes a hit. So that's my prediction, right? That's how I feel. I know that the recessions always start in housing, and we are seeing the start, right? But I definitely think it will be accelerated by low GDP growth and slowdown in the economy as a whole, and the stock market crashing, and basically a lot of these corporations like BlackRock and Zillow and whatnot having to get rid of their inventory, right? And then when that new inventory hits the market, you better be ready to buy. Okay, you better have that W-2 job, that you've been working there for 2 years, at least 2 years. You better have that down payment, okay? Save as much as you can for that down payment, guys. You're gonna need every single penny, and do things right. Get a good realtor, make sure you get a good inspector, make sure that you get a good mortgage company. I mean, do it right, okay? You're spending a lot of money in this investment, guys, and you wanna make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video. I wanna say a huge thank you for everybody who has been supporting my channel, leaving comments, liking my videos. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. And for you guys that are new to my channel and you guys like what I have to say, you enjoy watching my videos, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.